Hello, this is day 25 and the day I need to do my assessment, my reassessment. So I was assessed when I first started this Zing program to see where my brain was at, so certain things would be given to me to do, certain exercises to stimulate my brain to then help it develop. Now after 25 days, I get the reassessment so they can reassess which exercises to give me. So it says assessment's due today, so I'm just clicking on that. And then it says it will take about 10 to 15 minutes and I need to be in a quiet, distraction-free environment. Here we are. It says follow the instructions carefully and try to do your best. Start. Oh, I need to link my smart speaker. Here we go. Start. Part 1 of 8. Start. Instructions. You will be shown some pictures, one after the other. Try to remember as many of the items as you can. You will then see some new pictures and you must decide if the picture is of an item you were shown before. You will be shown each picture for 5 seconds. So, next. Instructions. All the new pictures will be slightly different to the ones you remember. For example, if you remember a cat and you see a new picture of a cat, then yes is the correct answer. Press start when you're ready. Start. Press start when you're ready to start viewing the images. Start. Memorise each item. Okay. Right, I saw a picture of a plane and something else. Yes, I remember seeing the plane, so yes. Do I remember seeing the table? No. Practice complete. Yes. Press start when you're ready. Okay. I'm just seeing lots of pictures of things. So many items. I'm not going to get this right because I've forgotten them all already. Do I remember seeing a cupcake? No. Do I remember seeing a boat? I'm going to say yes. I think I did. Do I remember seeing a house? I'm going to say no. Do I remember seeing a girl? Yeah, but I think that was the last time, but I'm still going to say yes. Basketball, no. Bike, possibly not. This is just one of the pictures. Glasses. Do I remember seeing that? No. See, there can be quite... I remember seeing a frog, definitely. Yes. I remember seeing a leaf. Yes. Do you remember seeing a key? No. Horse? I don't remember. No. Plane? I think that was the time before, but I'm still going to say yes. Balloon? No. That's a bird. Blue tip. I think I saw a bird, but maybe not a blue tip, but I think that still counts as yes. Did I see a bus? Yes. Water bottle? No. I feel like I just guessed that. Start. So this is part 2 of 8. Obviously my memory's not that great yet. Start. Instructions. The shapes will light up in a sequence. When the sequence is complete, click the shapes. The shapes will light up in a sequence. When the sequence is complete, click the shapes in the backwards order to which they lit up. Press the button to start the practice. Oh. There you go, that was easy. Submit. 1, 2, 3. I think that was right. Practice complete. Okay. This gets really complicated. I remember last time. Maybe that. I think I might have pressed the wrong ones that time. Right, 3 of 8, start. When green arrows appear, swipe the direction they are pointing. When blue arrows appear, swipe in the direction they are moving. Try to answer as quickly as you can without making mistakes. Press the button to start. When the green arrows appear, swipe in the direction they are pointing. So green is pointing and blue is moving. Let's go. Pointing. Oh, there's a little word at the bottom to help you remember what you're supposed to be doing. So it's all good. This says pointing and that says moving. Incorrect answer? No, it's not. Maybe it is. When green arrows appear, swipe in the direction they are pointing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did that wrong. When blue arrows appear, swipe in the direction they are moving. Right, I need to try harder. Retry. Moving that direction. Moving that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. That was the practice complete. It told me I'd got the practice wrong. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Pointing that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving 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 that direction. This has been ages. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Moving that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Surely this is finished. Pointing that direction. Moving that direction. Moving that direction. Pointing that direction. Moving, no, pointing that direction. moving that direction, pointing that direction, pointing that direction, pointing that direction, moving that direction, pointing that direction. Thank goodness. Start. Part 4 of 8. Instructions. Stand on one leg for 30 seconds or for as long as you can. Keep your knees together, one leg bent at 90 degrees and your hands side by side. And your hands by your sides. You'll be told which leg to stand on and if your eyes should be open or closed. Okay, you'll be told to stand on one leg for 30 seconds. I don't know if it linked to that or not. I hope it did. Anyway, next. Start the timer to record how long you can stand on one leg. Stop the timer if you move your standing foot, lose your balance, or touch anything to maintain your balance. Caution, ensure you can safely perform this activity if necessary with supervision. Okay. Caution, ensure you can safely, right. Start the timer to record. So I'm going to need to press this to say it didn't work. Maybe I will put it here like I normally do. Okay, wish me luck. Stand on your right leg with your eyes open. I'm not convinced this is linked. Anyway, let's go. Stand on your right leg with your eyes open. Normally there's music. I'm going to try and make sure it's linked. Because last time I did the practice, I had no idea that there was supposed to be music. Oh, it says it is connected. Right. Stand on your right leg with your eyes open.
Ready, begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, how long were you able to balance for? If the number shown on the timer is incorrect, use the buttons to select the correct time. No, I didn't do it. No. Oh, this is only a practice trial, luckily. Stand on your right leg with your eyes open and then submit. So right leg with my eyes open and then count how many seconds. Right, do it again. It just says submit. I'm going to have to just submit 5. It was only practice anyway. Submit. Practice complete. Next. Right. Trial 1. Stand on your right leg with your eyes open. Start.
Ready, begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Yeah, so longer than 30, so submit. Submit. Trial 2. Stand on your left leg with your eyes open. Start. When I did this with the actual real, with the first assessment, I forgot that it said with my eyes closed. So I need to really, and I've done this a few times before, whenever she says close your eyes, I forget and I ignore it. So whenever it says close your eyes, I'm going to go like that so I remember, because then I'll feel that I've done it. So that's my new trick. Stand on your left legs with your eyes open. Left leg, eyes open. Start.
Ready, begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Okay.
27, 28, 29.
26. Okay, 26. Going back. Submit. Trial 3. Stand on your right leg with your eyes closed. Okay, go.
Ready, begin.
1, 2, 3,
Closed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
11.
13,
Stop.
14.
Okay. 11. Submit. Just so you know, there's little pictures showing me what to do. Okay. So, stand on your left leg with your eyes closed. Left leg, eyes closed. Start.
Ready, begin.
1, 2, 3,
3.
4, 5.
Okay. Submit. Main assessment. Part 5 of 8. Start. Right. In the past, how much were you bothered by repeated disturbing and unwanted memories of the stressful experience? Now it says the stressful experience. Which one? Oh, in the past month, how much were you bothered by repeated disturbing and unwanted memories of of any stressful experience? I'd probably say not at all. In the last month. So I've been doing this program for 25 days, so it's not quite a month. Prior to that. I would say at the beginning of the month, a little bit. But I've got to admit, since doing the program, I don't think at all. So in the past month, how much were you bothered by repeated disturbing dreams of the stressful experience? None? Not at all. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by suddenly feeling or acting as if the stressful experiences were actually happening again, as if you were actually back there reliving it? Because I've got a few things that I'm thinking of. Okay, once when I told my friend's daughter about being asked to read out loud in school, then it felt, when I was telling her about it, because she has to do it herself, I told her that I had to do that. It did make me stressed to the point that I couldn't speak properly when I was speaking about it. So I would have to say a little bit, but that's all. And that was actually before I started this program. So in the past month, how much were you bothered by feeling very upset when something reminded you of how the stress... Feeling very upset when something reminded you of the stressful experience? A little bit. Because it's only been months. And that was only because somebody asked me a question, but I wouldn't have normally thought about it. So submit. So in the past month, how much were you bothered by having strong physical reactions when something reminded you of the stressful experience? For example, heart pounding, trouble breathing, or sweating. Heart pounding, trouble breathing, or sweating. How much were you bothered by having strong physical reactions if something reminded... A little bit. You know, it's funny it talks about sweating. Yeah, a little bit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by avoiding memories, thoughts, or feelings related to the stressful experience? In the past month, how much were you bothered by avoiding memories, thoughts, or feelings related to the stressful? Avoiding memories, thoughts. I'd say not at all. I don't feel like I have to avoid anything, no. Okay, in the past month, how much were you bothered by avoiding external reminders of the stressful experience? For example, people, places, conversations, activities, objects, or situations. How much were you bothered by avoiding external reminders? A little bit. And this is a different situation I'm thinking of. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by remembering important parts of the stressful experience? Trouble remembering? I don't think I need to remember it. Trouble remembering? I'm going to say not at all, because why would I want to remember it anyway? Submit. In the past month, this is 9 of 20. In the past month, how much were you bothered by having strong negative beliefs about yourself, other people, or the world? For example, having thoughts such as, I am bad, there is something seriously wrong with me, no one can be trusted, the world is completely dangerous. In the past month. Not at all. Submit. 10 of 20. In the past month, how much were you bothered by blaming yourself or someone else for the stressful experience or what happened? A little bit. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by having strong negative feelings such as fear, horror, anger, guilt, or shame? Fear? No. Horror? Anger? Guilt? Shame? I don't think so, but I'm going to put a little bit just in case. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by loss of interest in activities that you used to enjoy? Lots of interest in activities that you used to enjoy. It's just finding time for them, really. It's not lack of interest, loss of interest. These questions are hard. I probably shouldn't have videoed myself doing it because it's taking a time. I'm just going to say a little bit. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by feeling distant or cut off from other people? Distant or cut off from? Not at all. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by trouble experiencing positive feelings, for example, being unable to feel happiness or having or loving feelings for people close to you? Not at all. In the past month, how much were you bothered by irritable behaviour, angry outbursts, or acting aggressively? Not at all. In the past month, how much were you bothered by taking too many risks or doing things that could cause you harm? Too many risks? No, don't think so, not at all. In the past month, how much were you bothered by being super alert or watchful or on guard? Not at all. I don't know, what have I got to be on guard for? Super alert? No? In the past month, how much were you bothered by feeling jumpy or easily startled? Feeling jumpy or easily startled? No, not at all. Submit. In the past month, how much were you bothered by having difficulty concentrating? Yeah, I'd say quite a bit for that one. But I am ADHD, so what can you expect? In the past month, how much were you bothered by trouble falling or staying asleep? No, hardly at all. My sleep's been really good, so I'm going to say a little bit. So the rating for this is, just so you know, not at all, a little bit, moderately, quite a bit, and extremely. Submit. That's it. Part 6 of 8. This is taking longer than I thought because I'm reading it all out. 1 of 18. Select the answer that best describes you. Fails to give attention to details or makes careless mistakes in schoolwork, at work, or during other activities, e.g., overlooks or misses details. Work is inaccurate. Fails to give attention to details and makes careless mistakes at school. Yes, I would say I have made a couple of admin errors recently, so I'm going to say often. I don't know. It says not at all, just a little, often or very often. Oh, it's even got a little star next to what my previous rating was. So last time I put often. Fails to give attention to details or makes careless mistakes in schoolwork, at work or during other activities, overlooks or misses it. I'm going to put often again. I don't think I've changed in that. Select the answer that best describes you. Has difficulty sustaining attention to tasks or play activities, e.g. has difficulty remaining focused during lectures, conversations, or the lengthy reading. I've got more writing. I'm going to say just a little. Oh, last time I put very often. Difficulty sustaining attention. I think I'll be fine in conversations. Don't have lectures. Lengthily reading. I suppose I really haven't read that much. I'm going to say often because I'm not really sure if I've changed that much. Anyway, submit. Select the answer that best describes you. Does not seem to listen when spoken to directly, e.g. mind seems to wander somewhere else, even in the absence of any obvious distraction. Just a little. Maybe it's often. No, just a little. Submit. Select the answer that best describes you. Oh, last time it was often, by the way. Select the answer that best describes you. Does not follow through on instructions and fails to finish coursework, chores, or duties in the workplace, e.g. starts tasks but quickly loses focus and easily sidetracked. Last time I put very often. This time I'm going to put very often too. Select the answer that best describes you. Has difficulty organising tasks and activities, e.g. difficulty managing sequential tasks, difficulty keeping materials and belongings in order, messy, disorganised with work, has poor time management, fails to meet deadlines. Organising tasks, sequential tasks. Yeah, I'd say very often. That's not changed, sadly. Submit. Avoids, dislikes, or is reluctant to engage in tasks that require sustained mental effort, e.g. schoolwork or homework. For older adolescents and adults, preparing reports, completing forms, reviewing lengthy papers. Avoids, yeah, I avoid that very often. That's not changed. So, the battery's running low. So, loses things necessary for tasks or activities, e.g. school materials, pencils, books, tools, wallets, keys, paperwork, eyeglasses and mobile telephones. Loses things. I put very often last time. So this time, just a little. But it might be often because the place is quite messy. Select the answer that best describes you. Is easily distracted by extraneous stimuli. For older adolescents and adults may include unrelated thoughts. I put very often last time. It's only a little bit now. Submit. Is forgetful in daily activities, e.g. doing chores, running errands for older adolescents and adults, returning calls, paying bills and keeping appointments. Is forgetful in daily activities, doing chores, running errands. Very often. That's not changed. Submit. Fidgets with or taps hands or feet or squirms in seat. That still happens. Very often. Submit. Leaves seat in situations. This is all part of the ADHD criteria, by the way, they're all ADHD questions. Leaves seat in situations when remaining seated is expected. leaves his or her place in the classroom, in the office or other workplace, or in other situations that require remaining in place. Just a little. That's probably the same. I don't know. No, not all. Okay. Runs about or climbs excessively in situations in which it is inappropriate. Note, in adolescents or adults may be limited to feeling restless. Just a little. Oh, I put very often last time. Wow. Is unable to play or engage in leisure activities quietly. Quiet. Don't know if I call myself quiet. I put often there. I'm going to put just a little this time. Okay, is on the go, acting as if driven by a motor, e.g. is unable to be or uncomfortable being still for extended periods of time, as in restaurants, meetings, may be experienced by others as being restless or difficult to keep up with. Last time I put often, I'll just put just a little this time. Okay, this is 15 of 18. Talks excessively. I put often here. Do I talk excessively? It's difficult to say. Probably just a little. I think I'm probably less chatty as I used to be, funnily enough. I think I listen more now. Submit. So, blurts out an answer before a question has been completed, e.g. completes people's sentences and cannot wait for a turn in conversation. I put just a little. I don't think I feel like that anymore. Not at all. Submit. Has difficulty waiting his or her turn, waiting in line. I put just a little. I don't have a problem waiting in line anymore. I really don't think I do. Interrupts or intrudes on others, e.g. butts into conversations, games or activities, or may start using other people's things without asking or retrieving permission. For adolescents and adults, may intrude into or take over what others are doing. I put not at all last time, and I'm putting the same thing this time. 18 of 18, woohoo! Part 7 of 8. Okay, select the answer that best describes you. I'm highly creative. I say very much. That's still the same. I come up with new ideas often, very much. Not in the middle of the night anymore though, which is good. Since doing this program. I am highly intuitive. Very much. I mean, I did it in the beginning, but I don't do it anymore. Not in the night. My mind is quicker than average. I'd probably say very much. When I've had enough sleep. I'm hugely curious, very much. Submit. I'm super focused when I'm interested, very much. Submit. My imagination is immense and fertile. Very much. Submit. It's all the same as last time. I never give up. I never give up. I suppose I never give up. Very much. Submit. That's the same as... Oh no, last time I put 4. This time I've put 5. Anyway, done now. I am very big-hearted and generous. I'd probably say very much. I am unusually loyal. Submit. I'll put very much for that one. I love pets, especially dogs. Very much. Submit. I always seek freedom and independence. I'm not even looking at the camera, how rude. I felt shy all of a sudden. I always seek freedom and independence. Very much. I have a non-stop urge to grow things, from growing a business to building a boat, to pursuing my art, painting, writing, photography, etc., to tending my garden and fields. Very much. Submit. 14 of 15. I'm never satisfied with ordinary. I'm driven to develop the extraordinary. Definitely, very much. Submit. Okay. 15 of 15. I have a sixth sense about life. Call it spirituality or intimations of other realms. But I have a talent for seeing more everywhere than most people do. I'd say very much. Submit. Part 8 of 8. This is the last bit. Start. Okay, I struggle to concentrate without getting distracted. I put most of the time last time. I struggle to concentrate without getting distracted. I'm going to say most of the time this time. If it's something that I don't want to do, without getting distracted. Yeah, most of the time. Submit. I struggle to remember things, e.g. instructions, short lists, all of the time. Submit. I have a tendency to be clumsy and fall. I said all of the time last time. I have a tendency to be clumsy and fall, trip or bump into things. Most of the time. Submit. I struggle with activities that require coordination, e.g. throwing, catching, sports, exercise classes, etc. Most of the time. I struggle with tasks that use fine motor skills, e.g. personal grooming, cooking, arts and craft. I don't think so. I put rarely last time. I'll put rarely this time. Submit. I struggle to organise things needed for work or social activities all of the time. Still. Submit. I struggle to finish tasks on time or stick to a deadline all of the time. Submit. I struggle to read fluently all of the time. Submit. I find it difficult to extract key information when reading all of the time. Submit. I avoid reading for pleasure all of the time. Submit. Oh, yes. Submit. My handwriting is difficult to understand most of the time. Submit. I struggle to structure my writing, such as in documents, letters and emails, all of the time. Submit. I make impulsive decisions that I later regret, occasionally. But I can always take things back to the shop and get a refund. That usually happens. I struggle, my friends take the mickey. I struggle to maintain control over my emotions. Last time I put some of the time, but I don't feel like that now. So I can choose, so it says all of the time, most of the time, some of the time, occasionally, rarely and never. So some of the time was last time. I struggle to maintain control over my emotions. I've been controlling them. I'm going to put occasionally this time. No, that's definitely a change in me. I feel I have low self-confidence. Ooh, I put all of the time last time. And that's even before I decided to do this YouTube video. So I think I need to write the truth about my confidence because it has changed. And yeah, I will say more about that in another video. So instead of low self-confidence all of the time, I'm going to say low self-confidence in the past month, rarely. And the only other one to put is never. That has to be rarely now. I don't know if it's going to carry on like this, but that's definitely how I felt since doing this. Okay, I struggle to make friends or maintain friendships. I'll put never. Same as last time. I struggle with feelings of unhappiness. I put on occasionally. I struggle with feelings of unhappiness. Rarely. I feel like putting never, but I'm going to put rarely. I should have put never because the only time I felt unhappy is because I was so tired. But I wasn't really unhappy then. I was just felt like a zombie. You have completed your assessment. Okay. Woohoo. And then I've got just a whatever. I don't know what all that means really. Just percentages. Okay. Balance. I'm down by 15% on previous assessment. Down by. Working memory. Down by 21. Memory recall. No changes since last time. Processing speed. Down by 5%. Concentration down by 4%. Self-reflection up by 7%. Oh, that's weird. So it's down by, I wonder if it's because it's late, because it's like 10:30 at night when I've done this. I feel bad now, I should have done it in the morning. Because I know that I'm not as good at night. Oh well, I'll take a screenshot. brain index. Oh well, we'll see what it says next time. Never mind. Anyway, it's done now. We'll see how we get on next time. Cheers.